Hey there everybody, welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Fantasy Age from Green Run Publishing. I am the board game guru, Game Master Extraordinaire, Jahananan.
I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbidian, variety of video game and TTRPG Twitch streamer, and I'm reprising my role as Harzar Steelflame, the Orcish Drakish envoy of the Nagami tribe.
And it's me, Aaron Bombier, game designer with Adventure Sling Productions. Glad to be back tonight as, who am I again? I'm Temo Pab, the mountain folk bodyguard warrior person. Goat.
Nice. Okay, yeah, where we last left off, you, Temo Pab, and Cedric, Gary's character, Gary's not here, went into a raid, a heist kind of, with some of the Thieves Guild in the area, who were using the earthquakes as a sort of cover for this heist. You were raiding Morrigane's menagerie. You just fell a... what are they called? Chimera. There we go. Yeah. What's up, Pango? Happy leap year. Oh yeah, today's not real. I forgot. Today doesn't exist. We are nothing. Yeah, thanks for the boons there, Pango. Both of you have been booned. Yeah, so that's what happened. There's also, you know, the whole elemental upheaval, all that stuff. Crazy shit happening. Up above. I didn't want to get too in the weeds with that stuff yet. So, because Gary's not here, I was thinking I'm going to hurry the end of this little thing. You know, not a big deal. Just kind of, we're going to do a thing. But, you know,
Just
that
gonna
way,
make a new character. That's all.
that way Corbinian can get back in and we can have 2 players. So, yeah, it is the 4 of you. It is Haya, the Drakish leader of the Thieves Guild, Khan, the young, scrappy thief boy that you guys have, like, taken ownership of, you know, parentage or whatever. You guys have kind of been watching out for him. Temo and Cedric. The 4 of you are down there. You enter into a chamber that seems to be a holding pen for creatures before they're released into, like, the stage area. The door in front of you is cracked open that leads into the building proper. It's more of a, it's like how the zoo has those backdoor entrances for the staff. It's one of those, because there's also a large gate that's shut. That, I mean, you could go in that way if you wanted to, but there's an open door. Haya, she'll open the door this way, and you guys will flit inside. Once you're through, you'll see several other cages. Some of them are broken. The creature's missing. Some of the walls behind their cells are cracked open. It seems like they maybe escaped into the streets above. And some of them are still intact. There's a few strange creatures down here, if you're interested. There is a large cat-like creature with giant fangs. You have seen its kind before in the previous season of Fantasy Age. It's like a big saber-tooth tiger kind of thing. That one's still in a cage. There is a cage that has several basilisks in it. Heya will caution you to avert your eyes. But you've fought in them before, so. And then there is a troll in one. He's sort of mumbling to himself. But all the other cages are empty or broken open. The contents missing. Haya will hurry you through this kind of like, it's like a stable, like a horse's stable, more or less. There's like hay on the ground. It smells really bad in here. It smells like animals and, you know, fecal matter. But yeah, so you guys, there's a door at the end of this, and she'll hurry you that way. I just need a minute, and she'll start picking the lock. I don't know if there's anything you need to do in this time, Aaron. You're the only PC here, so.
Yeah. I'm not really. I'm just, you know, I've had my axe out since the Chimera fight, of course. Staying close, especially to Khan, right? Yeah. And though I did have a quick question. We passed the giant, or no, it wasn't a giant. It was a troll. Never mind. Okay. That's it. Yeah. I'm just on guard.
As a troll. Another thing that you've not seen with this character, but you did see in the last game. Yeah. The lock pops open. Got it. And she'll open the door. She'll look around before she walks in. Make sure there's no traps. And then she'll enter in through the door. You'll enter a... not the biggest, but very densely furnished room. It's round. It's a perfectly round room. There is a bed, very lavish, silky, sort of four-post round bed off in one side. There's a desk, a bookshelf, lots of trinkets, cushions, comforts, that kind of thing all over the place. Yes, this is his room. We found it. This is where all the loot should be. Start looking. grab anything of value.
I definitely go ahead and, I look around. I'm more concerned about threats than the loot so much, but I imagine Cedric's probably getting into it a little bit, so I'm like, all right.
Hey, give me a perception check.
14.
It's not bad. If one of you wants to open up Cedric's character sheet and roll his seeing search thing, I know it's really high. He might as well do it. I don't think Gary would object.
Can't see it anyway.
I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, you guys
don't
can't
have
see
access. Mm-hmm.
I might be able to do it. Searching. Did it pop up?
Yep.
Hey, cool.
Nice.
He got an 18. It's not bad. So between, you got a 14. That's not bad either. Between the two of you, you're able to find quite a bit of treasure. Yes. Aaron, roll 2d6.
Okay. 2d6. A 2 and a 6, an 8 total.
Pretty good. It's an above average roll. So 8. Between all of you, I'm just gonna say that the Thieves Guild people take like the art and stuff, just so you don't have to deal with it.
Thanks.
But all in all, your cut from this, from just knickknacks and like money stuff, is going to be 800 silver pieces.
Okay, not bad.
Not bad at all.
And, it's worth saying too, no, it was just mostly like trinkets and stuff that sells, right? Not like magical items or
That's kind of
potions.
the next thing. There are some potions and some magical kind of things laying around for sure. I guess I'll let you pick what you want. Well, you probably wouldn't want a helmet anyways.
Mm-mm.
There's a few things in here. Which thing would... I don't want you to just grab everything, Like, what do you see?
Mm-hmm.
I just want it to be something that you would like,
You know what?
Yeah.
Is there a shield?
Oh, there could be a shield. It could be... I could do a shield for you. Yes. There is a shield. It's a strange shield. It has the center of it feels like it's made out of like hard stone, like cold stone, and it's wrapped in metal on the sides, and they meet in the middle and form sort of a point. It's a round shield, about the size. It's like a Viking wooden shield size, like that size. I guess like a medium-sized shield. It has really nice like grips on it. It's a very interesting shield.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick that up
You can pick that
and
up.
give it away.
There you go.
It's not part of my usual training, but it looks useful. So
You also see a strange-looking jewel set in a golden trimmed brooch.
I will take the whole brooch. Just grab it.
Okay.
Is there anything that like I feel when I grab it in terms of? I guess it would be hard to say. Not trying to guess what it is necessarily, but is it like? Does it feel like it boosts health, or like do I feel more?
You don't feel anything immediately when you pick
Anything
it
like
up.
that? Okay. I will just slip it away for now.
You also find a few.
Like-
You find an assortment of 3 different potions.
Perfect. So I assume doing this with Cedric, we'd probably test those just to kind of see what they're like. Maybe now or maybe later. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll get to them. But yeah, 3 potions for now. Yeah, and that about sums up the loot from this place. I think we got everything worth value. Let's get out of here. No objections.
No, I keep the shield strapped to my arm, and
Okay.
I just nod.
There's no sign of Morgaine or his body anywhere down here. You're not sure what became of him. He either fled or is hiding. It's unclear. Or maybe something ate him whole. Who knows? But yeah, you guys are able to leave this place, going back out through the basement from whence you came, and return to the surface.
Very nice.
There, I believe, Hazar Steelflame is waiting for you. Or are you?
I went because I didn't know how long they'd be down there. I just went back to the castle to read, be seen.
Fair enough.
Basically, to give myself distance from the looting.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Well, Tema.
I think we parted ways from the bar. That's when we parted ways.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, quite possibly. So, that means that, yes. Tema, do you need to do anything between now and meeting back up with Hazar? Do you want to do anything secretly before your employer is watching you again?
No. I've actually, there's a little bit of concern that maybe something happened while we were gone.
That's the other reason why I'm not
pretty
wandering
much
around.
screw up
'Cause
the
I don't
whole,
have a
yeah.
bodyguard.
Right, and then this would be a really dumb way to fail my contract here.
Yeah, Hazar's,
So,
both his hands have been chopped off.
No.
It's too
yeah,
late,
so
it
I'm
happened.
like,
I'm the dungeon master.
as soon as we're done with all of that, I'm like, bye, I gotta go to my other job. And
Got pulled double
yeah.
shift. Sorry.
I was gonna
Just
have a
how
little
you
bit
gotta do right
more.
now.
I was gonna have a little bit more involved stuff with the Thieves Guild and them trying to like get more money out of you, but I want to keep it brief because I just want you guys to be back together. Because Hazar Steelflame's a monster and didn't he split the party? But yeah, so
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to loot friggin' ruins of somebody's place.
yeah, I hate cool dungeons too, Corbinian. But yeah, so you guys, you head back to base. You head back to the castle. They let you in on your way back. I mean, there's a lot of unrest in the city once again. It's almost like it was back when they were trapped inside by all the demons. People don't know what to do. Houses are destroyed by the quakes. People are coming into the city from outside. No news on what they have to say as of yet. But yeah, you make it back to the castle and you see Hazar, both hands still intact, but missing a penis. No, I'm just kidding.
That's Hanzar you're thinking of. Hanzar doesn't have hands. Harzar does. So.
That's right.
count your blessings. You see a guy standing in the corner. It's no other than Penis Czar.
Did I miss anything interesting? Anything fun?
Lots of people coming and going from the city, given the confusion and the upheaval. But otherwise, I've been staying out of trouble. Felt no need to give you more work than you already were having. I trust it all went well.
Yeah. Not too much of a problem. I was able to keep Con alive through it. And, everyone else could handle themselves. But,
Oh yeah, you got the shit kicked out of you. I forgot about that.
I did. So, I'm actually pretty, yeah, I am. I did get the shit kicked out of me. I'm pretty beat up, actually.
Chimeras are rough.
hmm Yeah, that's part of why I grabbed the shield, because I was like,
Yeah, I've used chimeras against you guys twice now, and that means I probably can't do it again. So I'm bummed, but it's okay.
Oh, that attitude. Every encounter from here on's chimeras, except they're different. it's the Final Fantasy's the Square Enix syndrome, so they're different elements. That's how it's different.
That's right.
This was a fire chimera. This was an ice chimera. You'll never figure out the weakness.
It's pretty funny.
You won't find out how to defeat each color swap.
Unless you buy the strategy guide, then it's okay.
You guys are back in the palace. They have deferred the judgment of Rinka until tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I just want everyone here for it. But yeah. So, what are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? What are you guys thinking? What you guys smoking? What are you guys...
Well, at the very least, before we do anything else, venturing out any further, I imagine you need like a full amount of rest. Like, I don't know if a short rest or even a breather or a short rest is enough to get you back to fighting fit.
A short rest would be fine. I actually don't remember specifically what benefit that gives, but I am good with just some kind of a rest.
It's okay, Corbinian knows. Right off the top of his head, too. It's amazing.
3 hours.
And is there a reason to do it?
Speaking, reading, walking. Benefit from extended healing. Instead of...
How much health does it give you?
What is
a breather on its own is 5 con plus level.
Yeah. Breathers are pretty good.
I think healing and recovery still needs to do a check.
It has to be... Okay, so to get the benefit from the extended healing, you have to, it says here, another character can devote 3 hours to treating your injuries if they have the correct supplies and equipment, and you're taking a light rest at the same time. Then, at that case, you can roll the test, and you get Healer's Intelligence +5, plus Healer's Level, plus the stunt die. But I think that's only if I specifically am getting like help, basically. Yeah. So we're not going to do that. We don't need 3 hours. I'll take the breather. Honestly, I think that'll be fine. So what is that? 5 plus Constitution. That's 9 plus my level. That's 17. I can work with that.
Yeah. Yeah, because unfortunately, so anyway. I'm not a trained chirurgeon by any means, and my healing tattoo is only if you are at the brink of death. It's for pulling you short of that fall rather than mending someone who's already walking.
Right. Yeah, but no, there's marks in my armor and stuff, but the worst of the wounds look like I've patched them by the time I enter the court area, and so to answer your question, I would say I'm ready to go when you are.
What time of day is it about now?
At this point, like noonish.
Noonish. Well, I am gonna wait to see if the chaos kind of quiets down a bit, and then once that's done, I'm thinking of getting... I don't know if I already got a map from this region. I don't think I did. But I'll have to get some up-to-date maps of the region and start seeing if anyone's heading out to the coast, really.
Interesting. Okay. How long are you willing to wait for it to calm down?
Probably lunch in the castle, because that's probably the safest place to be right now, as an envoy especially. And then I'll probably give it... Actually, that's why light rest didn't hurt too bad. If it's midday, I might just wait the 3 hours until and if it's not calmed down by then, I'm like, okay, it's gonna get dark out if I keep waiting, so I'm gonna go while there's light out, sort of idea.
Yeah, so you guys will wait for a bit. It does not calm down by any means. You guys have your lunch. You're walking around the garden afterwards, just relaxing.
Yeah.
But you'll notice one of the serving people acting kind of funny. They're sort of talking to themselves in a corner. And you smell something strange like smoke.
You see me put down my. You see me. It's one of the rare things you see me do because I usually have my musket away, because I'm actually walking around with it. You actually see me load it, and then kind of look over at you and kind of say quietly, "Do you sense anything?"
That is a good question. I'm wondering, as soon as the smoke hits my nose and all that pieces come together, I roll a 14 for empathy on demonic energies.
None. You do not
And
sense
I throw
any.
another one out that's kind of parallel.
Sure.
This is just a regular smelling check, which is only an 11, but the intent was sort of like, is it just smoke, or is it like tinged with like any like
You
unusual...
smell burnt, like greenery, like someone lit a field on fire. And as you
Right.
approach her, you'll notice that she's standing sort of near some bushes, and the bushes are like black.
And I point that out. I say, look, it smells like it's burning. It smells like the bush is burning.
Heh.
Excuse me. Is everything quite all right?
No, 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 no. She just saying no over and over again. She has her back to you.
Right.
Please stop. Please stop. Make it stop. No, no, don't do it. Don't stay away from me.
I'll set my musket down, like the butt down into the ground a bit, and then I'll just kind of try to sense if there's any magical energies present. Like if there's a spell and effect on her or something like that. Thinking arcane lore.
Yeah. Arcane lore works.
17.
It's pretty good. You do feel the tinge of magic in the air. It does not seem that she is under a spell, but it seems like she is emanating magical energy. And it feels weird. It feels strange to you. Like it feels unstable.
3 stump points for Omen.
Read it out to me.
Visions or subtle signs provide mystic insight relevant to situation. GM can provide useful information. Unlocks the clue to lead you're aware of. Provides a new lead. If no relevant information, SP does not go to waste, though you must spend them on a different stunt.
Okay, so I give you an omen about the situation, essentially.
Yeah.
In her hair she'll have a brooch that is shaped like a dragon. I feel like that might have significance towards you. You might feel desire to help someone of that nature.
I'll spend 1 stump point toward read the situation. Unless others are trying to hide their feelings, you can tell what they are. Each stump point tells you the attitude of one person in the vicinity. So more checking how they feel toward me, if they're unfriendly, if they're neutral, if they're friendly.
She's very, very afraid. And she wants you to go away.
I'll spend 1 point to impress to give me a bonus to a social test. Ooh, don't do that, computer. Stop. Thank you.
Do it, computer. Do it.
It would start doing things to your server. I don't think you want it to do it. Everything will be quite all right. Is something the matter? You seem distressed.
You can feel heat coming off of her where she is. It's hot.
I'll look around to see if there's any like water nearby, like a well or a pond, something like that.
There can be like a water fountain sort of thing that's like sticking out of one of the hedge bushes, like a decorative fountain.
Anything that filled up with a pail, a pitcher, a watering can.
Yeah, that could be a bucket. I don't see why not. It's pretty low ask. In the realm of imagination, there can always be a bucket.
Temo, you might want to start filling that up with water and get ready to douse her. I think she's about to set on fire.
It feels like that, and I kind of hurry over and get a bucket and then splash her with it.
Are you gonna throw a bucket of water on her?
Yeah, I pull it up and then I give a glance to Harzar and say, no, what do you say? Actually, I don't say anything.
I kind of look at you and I nod at the pail and I kind of wave you and I move I start moving closer. You actually see me open up my the pan where I put powder in. I actually see me throw that onto the ground, so I'm not walking around with a mini explosion waiting to happen. I'm just walking very slowly toward her.
As I step forward and dump the bucket of water on
her. She'll shriek, startled by this. Yeah, when she does, like, she was sitting like this with her back to you, her arms come out, and her sleeves are all burnt, and her hands are glowing, and she just starts shooting fire out of her hands. Go ahead, make a dex save.
13.
Acrobatics? Question mark.
Aren't you immune to fire, though?
Yeah, I'm not really worried about it, honestly. I don't even flinch.
You can use acrobatics.
Oops. 19.
I have a resistance. I don't think I'm immune, for the record.
Oh, actually, this is the spell being cast at me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually higher by... not by a ton more. By 2 more.
You're able to get out of the way. Temo, you're going to take... 9. Fire.
Okay, yeah.
Penetrating?
Yeah, it blazes against
it's
my
not
armor.
penetrating. Yeah.
Okay.
It blazes against my armor. And you would think that the heat coming off of it would still like burn someone. It's not just the armor, but I'm unfazed.
Good. Yeah, you're fine. I'm sorry. But she just keeps shooting fire out of her hands. She can't stop. She starts burning. Everything starts catching on fire nearby.
Knock her out quickly.
Yeah, I say, don't worry.
Don't worry, I'm here to help.
Don't worry.
I mean, you hit her.
Tried
She's
true.
really not hard to hit.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking, I don't know how much it takes to knock her out. There's 10 points of KO damage.
Well, let's see.
And it does knock her on the ground because I have stunt points. She at least gets dropped in some capacity. I am going for a quick and clean knockout, though.
They have rules for this.
Yeah,
Yes. She is out cold, yes.
Okay, good.
10's the exact number you need.
Yeah, she's
Perfect. Nice and easy, yeah.
They have, she's what they call a 0.
Oh, any damage would have done it.
And so zeros only have 10 health.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I swoop her up. She's not shooting fire in her hands like after I knock her out.
No, but she's still like all the water that you poured on her is like steaming off of her.
Okay, yeah. She's very hot. We need to get her to someone.
Help! We need help over here! I start yelling towards the building. Because she set fires to stuff, so I'm yelling for people to get over here.
Yeah, there is that too.
Yeah, you are in a fully functioning castle. People will run over and they will start like, what happened? And they'll start freaking out. They'll start pouring water on stuff. Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see if they do a good job. They look like they're struggling to get their bearings.
Could I use communication to try to direct them into like focus on that, focus on that?
They do not have a leader amongst them right now, so they are floundering.
Does 16 do it?
16. I'll roll again. Oh, that's much better. Yeah. You'll direct them. They'll be like, oh yeah, of course, and they'll start doing things properly.
So I'm gonna alert the castle sorcerer. We need to speak with him urgently. Where is he?
One of them will shout, he's very busy, I think. You might try inside.
Yeah, I'm aware inside. Where inside?
I don't know, he'll say. Sort of like perturbed because he is fighting a fire. And it seems like they're having a hell of a day, so, you know. Toyzilla! Thanks for the raid! But yeah, you'll go back inside.
Timo, could you carry her with us? You might know more of what this is than I will.
Yeah, how warm is she exactly, by the way? Like,
she's hot. She's like 120-ish, you know, like a person would be dead.
Yeah.
She's carryable, but she is hot. And to you, it's probably fine, but to a normal person, it would hurt a bit.
Yeah, it's not bothering me at all. But yeah, I'm just mostly curious, but I just nod to Harzar.
Like, she isn't bursting into flames as you're lifting her up, sort of thing.
Exactly.
She could, though, yeah. Okay,
hey, the tapestries.
So you go inside, and what's your plan?
Like, I'll look for like a guard or some sort of courtier. And
there's lots of guards all over the place, and they're running around doing all kinds of stuff. They look like very hectic. You're not sure what's going on.
I'll look for whoever looks like a sergeant or a captain, and try to get their attention.
You'll see one. He's complaining like, "What the hell's going on? We have to get this under control." He'll be barking orders in Yashanish.
Excuse me, we have urgent need of the sorcerer. Do you know where he is?
What kind of urgent need could you possibly have? We're under siege. He'll look around. Sort of. You can tell he's kind of overwhelmed.
Control yourself, man. Now look.
He'll look at you, sort of. I mean, he doesn't like the way you're talking to him, but yeah, he'll look at you.
This woman uncontrollably was flinging fire from her hands. So unless you happen to know something about the arcane far more than I need the sorcerer's assistance.
Now we got another one. He'll say, put her with the others, and he'll like nod to a line of people that are like tied up and stuff.
I'll give a look at Temo and just kind of nod at you and go ahead, sort of look.
Stick them in the dungeon until we can figure out what to do with them. You'll see, like, they're doing all kinds of stuff. There's people, one of them's, like, cold. One of them has, like, stone skin every now and again. Like, it looks like it's fluctuating. Things are happening. The people, they're exhibiting strange magical behavior.
Does it feel like my magical properties, like my tattoos or my connection with the arcane, is at all surging or feeling weird?
There's a lot of magic in the air, yeah. If you have any sense of magic, then yes, you can feel it.
Yeah.
It's and it feels like it's never felt before. You've never experienced this sort of magical energy in the air before.
Well, Timo, look, well, might as well put him to rest. We'll have to speak with the sorcerer, figure out what he knows. Well, I'm beginning to suspect it has more to do with all this chaos than the magic in the earth than anything else.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of nodding with this, and I go and I bring the girl where she needs to go, where the guards send me, basically to put her with the rest. He said, I mean, I wonder how far this is happening. If this is just what we've seen in the castle, it's got to. I think it's all the way across town. Whatever this is.
I'm beginning to suspect more and more that the root of all this is reverberating all the way from that castle. Although how it's having this much effect to the arcana of the world, the mana in the air, I don't know. I'm only recently been studying the arcana during this journey. I'm learning as I go, really.
Yeah, well, since we put an end to that demon, I haven't sensed anything like that, so I'm just as uncertain as you are.
It is very chaotic, yes. Nuzglub will sit on your shoulder. But you shouldn't fear it. Chaos is just change. And change can be good.
I mean, that is quite right, but, you know, a sailor who doesn't know which way the wind's blowing is a sailor adrift very quickly.
He'll shrug. So what are you guys doing with the girl?
She goes with the rest of them.
Okay.
We bring her the rest.
Since making their life harder by running her around.
Yeah.
Let's seek out Bai Shi.
I mean, it takes a bit of running around, but you are able to find him. He's not hiding or anything. He's just busy. You see him studying some charts and some books and stuff in his tower.
Good day, Bai Shi.
Interesting day, for sure.
We've seen the cavalcade of wild magic being flung from people and to people. Even I can feel the very air is charged with magic I've not felt in my entire journey across this continent.
It is, something has happened. I do not know what, but it's like the magic in the world is waking up. There is no precedent I can find in my books.
Do you think this has something to do with the roots that we dealt with? The stone and the aversion of the demon summoning?
Perhaps your adventures awoke something deep in the earth. Maybe the earth itself. I am unsure. Magic like this hasn't existed since the time of the gods. It is worrying, to say the least. What can I do for you?
Oh, I just wanted to alert you to the issue, and I'm not really sure how much assistance the two of us can be. I mean, I'm attenuated to the arcane through my tattoos now. My journeys have linked me to them, but I am no scholar. I'm no mage by any means. I'm just blessed, marked.
Ah, yes. You're not a student of magic, no. Not a great wizard. But, I mean, I don't know what you could do either.
Do you know of any a thought occurs to me. Do you have any contact with the Fae and the elves in your realm? They may know something. They were the masters of such things all the way in Greystone, but I don't know if you have any connection to them here in Yushane.
I do not, but there may be those that do. The Fae extends all across the world.
In your books, do you see a place where the veil is thinner, or where a circle where they may hold court, or at least visitors? Some old spirit, perhaps.
You wish to seek court with the spirits of the land? Seems wise. I'll tell you if you relay back what you find.
Helping you is helping me. Much as I am eager to return back to the Valley of the Star, not knowing what this storm is and being distant from the closest magical expert I know, seems unwise until we both figure out what we're facing.
Yes, very wise. He'll rummage through a bunch of stuff. You can tell he hasn't looked at this book in a long, long time. He'll open it up, and he'll look through it. The ancient places of Yashane. You may be able to find answers here if this grove survived the Plaguelands. And he'll point out a location that's about a day away.
From what direction, roughly?
East.
Do you have a regional map we could use so we don't get lost?
Not sure it'll be any good anymore, but sure.
That's true.
He'll give you a map.
As I just realized that any landmarks we see, unless it's like huge, and even then it's probably ripped apart. Go by this river. That's not there anymore.
Yeah, no, everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys haven't even tried to travel yet. It's gonna be fun. Dang, Aaron, somebody thinks you're pretty in the chat. My name is Mr. Ed.
Like the horse.
Oh, yeah,
Is
maybe.
Is it? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it Mr. Ed?
Yeah, I can't do
I
very...
never watched it, but I know it exists.
Well, Temo, we
You're my
could
horse face.
seek out... we could try to recruit Yinbei again, though I doubt he's going to be terribly eager to travel with his beloved, I shrug, his beloved in chains. We may have to just venture on our own for now.
We might. And, you know, getting help from the Druids, that reminds me, well, next time we run into Cedric, we should ask him if he knows of more people who follow Stone. They might have something to offer us about what's going on as well.
There is much stone being flung about.
Well, that's what I thought. So, but until we see him again, I just kind of like look around as if he might jump out any second.
Cedric?
Yeah.
Off communing with the stone or something.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it, really. But, you know, just kind of like thinking about...
He'll find you.
And then
Somehow.
I say, in the meantime, yeah.
Mission failed. First time he shows up, he just shoots my character.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really funny. I just use his character to kill you both.
But,
yeah. What were we going to say?
Oh, no, go ahead.
That trip is a day's way out, and we will miss the sentencing for Rinka as well if we go now.
Given everything that's happened, it doesn't seem likely we'll be able to get to that anytime soon.
Well, I guess that's true.
And if she's executed, then my offer will do anything. But if she's offered to pay her crimes in the valley, they can certainly wait for me to come back, especially since one of their court, I nod at him, at the wizard, since one of their court is aware that I'm on a journey on behalf of the realm. I think they can wait.
That's all true, yeah. Well,
So
then in that case, a day and a half won't be that bad.
So you wish to head out now?
We're going to look for Yinbei. Maybe he can help us not get lost, and he knows what little of the land there is. He may have some truck with the the Fae, although we'll have to see if he's willing to part with his love.
Short answer, he wants to stay.
I will attempt to persuade him. And
Good.
20.
Nah, you need a 21, man. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I have a boon, so no.
You'll tell him what Baishi said about, postponing the trial while things are out of hand, and he will look at this as an opportunity to garner favor with the kingdom.
Besides which, if this is a much larger problem, the sentencing won't mean anything if the whole realm rips itself apart.
But yeah, I'll go with you guys. I can't do much good here anyways, unfortunately. They won't even let me see her.
Good reason to take your mind off, then.
Okay.
If we're lucky, we'll find something good to fight, I say as we're, leaving.
I don't know if I want to fight anything out in this new world.
Sort of not quite in agreement, but in sympathy.
Alrighty. You guys will head out on your way to this glade. It's it's past midday at this point. You guys have a few hours of light, really.
Mm.
Yinbei will be able to guide you. Once you're free of the city, he'll show you the map. This thing's no good anymore. He'll point out all the new rises and mountains, all the cliffs and hills and rocks you see. A lot of them have exposed earth because there hasn't been enough time for anything to grow over it. Everything smells like soil and dirt. And probably cut grass too, I'd imagine. It's just a very earthy outdoor smell currently. It's pungent. But you guys,
it's almost like a springtime bloom in an area that otherwise wouldn't grow.
Pretty much, yeah. It's just it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see exposed ores, and you'll see all kinds of stuff. Just everything's different out here now. It was relatively flat on your way here. It is no longer the case. It is a mountainous region. But you guys will travel to the best of your ability for a few hours until it's about time to camp. We should probably set up soon. I don't want to be walking around all these crags in the dark. That's how you break your leg.
I'd rather not carry anyone back what we just went through, either.
Plus, dark sight only extends so far. Things can creep up on you in that sort of darkness.
How hard is it to find a spot that's camp worthy?
Easier than you would expect because there are no paths anymore. The roads are all broken and there's a lot of places to hide. So, relatively simple. You guys will pull up into a little alcove, a freshly formed alcove. You can see some bones sticking out of the earth, roots, just a bunch of exposed. You can see the gradation of the soil. You might even be able if you had the mind to, you might even be able to mine some ore. But yeah, Yinbei will start setting up camp with you guys. What is it you're hoping to find out here? Not that I'm complaining.
I'm looking to treat with the Fae in the glade, see what they know.
He'll stop
we're
striking his flinted steel and look at you. Interesting. It's not something we really do around here.
Well, in the legend of the battle for Greystone, the Fae are rather marked in our history, both in the valley and the kingdom. So it behooves us to reach. I never thought to reach out to them here in Yashane, but since their matters, the summer courts matters of the summer courts. But given the naturalistic chaos around us, they may have insights that we are not privy to. One hopes, anyway.
I'm not the guy to ask, but I guess I'm the guy to get you there.
I'm surprised a man of the land does not treat with the wild spirits.
A man of the land is wise enough not to. They are tricksters. It is not our way here in Yashane to deal with the Fae. They are in their world, and we are in ours.
Oh, is there bad blood between you by chance? I certainly hope not.
There's a history, sure. Nothing pointed, no exact moment in time when there was a rift, but our people are, well, superstitious, I suppose. But it has kept us alive.
Well, I will do my best to mend that particular bridge. If nothing else, my banner will carry as the Fae is as the Fae does. So the Nagami have done good, have a legendary history with them, shall we say. So my banner should carry us most of the way.
I sure hope. You'll hear some rocks fall off the cliffside behind you.
Click.
I'm gonna turn and look at see about that as well.
You guys are looking up on the ridge?
Yeah.
Just looking. You'll see movement on the cliff right in front of you somewhere.
I'll point my musket in that direction. Who goes there?
Pull my throwing axe.
You don't see anything. Just rock and earth. There is a particularly large rock wedged in the cliffside. And as you guys are looking at it, you'll see it move back and forth.
Like it's rolling naturally, or it magically is moving?
That's not natural. There's no way a rock would move that way. It's very strange. And as it does so, the dirt falls from the sides of it.
That's new.
Inbay backs away and draws his swords. I don't know what the hell that thing is.
I take a couple steps to see if I can get a clear look with the dark sight range.
The rock will move from the wall, and as it does, it pulls all the dirt down with it, and then it will stand to its full height of 10 feet. A giant creature made of stone. Roll initiative.
Oh. $16.
14 for me.
What?
Oh, 16.
Only 14 for me.
16. 14. Damn.
such language.
Alrighty. It's going to step forward, and Yinbei will immediately attack it with his sword. Shing, shing! You'll see the metal sort of cut across the stone. It'll bite into it a bit, with his hits here. Math is stupid. All right, you'll see he'll strike solid and true, and he'll cut into the stone a bit, but he's like, damn. He'll step back. Things rock solid. Hazar, Steel Flame.
I step back a little bit, musket still in hand, and I begin telling a strange and confusing tale about an earth spirit and a couple of fae, and how when they fell down a river, it's some like weird nonsensical story, as I'm attempting to do studying repartee. It's one of my envoy abilities. It only works if it is capable of understanding me. So I use a major action to try to do this. If it's incapable of understanding me, nothing happens. I don't roll because it won't work.
Yeah, don't roll.
Yeah. So yeah, I spend a major action. Minor action, moving back, major action. I tell the story, and then it's like, yeah, that doesn't work.
He doesn't have a face or anything. So you're like, you can't tell if he's getting it, but it doesn't seem like he is.
That's my turn, unfortunately.
Temopab.
You said Yinbei jumped up and hit it, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna go ahead and Guardian Yinbei with my minor.
Good idea.
Before he gets rocked, and I'm going to actually, seeing how the sword bit into the creature's stony skin, I'm gonna instead summon a two-handed maul.
Nice.
Of Proacdoria. It's all, gross looking or whatever.
Yeah, it has the face of a screaming person on it. Yeah.
Classic.
You're hitting him with somebody's face. Yeah.
And I swing. So I had to get the details.
Pow! You hit him.
16 to hit, just a basic rock solid 16 damage. On that 16 to hit.
Not bad. You'll see a crack form. 16.
Cool. I slam into him with and it's like, part of it's like a fist, but it's like, looks like it's punched through someone's head, and then the knuckles make up the edge of the
There's just a fist coming out of somebody's mouth.
Yeah, it's brutal, and I swing and it hits him.
And the fist is all cut up from like scraping against the guy's teeth. You can see bone and shit. That's
pretty good, but it's gross. Yeah.
Oh, I can make it so much gross, but yeah. Yeah, you hit it. It's a solid hit. He's going to reach down. Boom! Gonna slam his giant stone arm into you. Do I hit you with? I believe I do. This is a 16. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, and just for the record, that new shield I got is slung on my back when I do this first move.
Nice. Well, I got stunt points, so suck it. He's going to do 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16 damage to you, and he's going to knock you prone.
That's pretty fun.
Wow! As he does so, you hit the ground, and you feel the ground start to grow around you. Yinbei. That's me. I'm Yinbei. He's gonna yell Ah! He's gonna like try to just cut this thing up. 10, 11, 12. It does hit, barely, but it hits. Alright. Come on, Yinbei. Come on, Yinbei. You got this. Hey, he's got some of it. Yinbei will hit again with his swords. You'll see the ground grab his legs, though. He'll be like, what the hell? Anyone who's close to the earth elemental is rooted to the ground. Hussar Steel Flame.
I will. I'm backed up pretty far because I'm a good like 12 yards or so away from where I was. Then I'll just kind of aim and pow, fire at it.
Pachow. That's a hit.
Okay.
16 is a hit, sir.
The
greatest
magic
hit.
wasn't involved, so. I'm gonna give Temo a stun point because I got stun points. So you have one stun point no matter what. And I'll spend one of those for rapid reload. Where is it? Pierce armor for 2, and Mighty Blow to give myself another d6. Plus another d6. 17 damage with half its armor.
Oh, he's half armored with
Yep.
17 damage. Nice. You'll hit directly where Temo had slammed her hammer into him. And you'll see the cracks radiate out as this thing cracks, pieces fall off of him. Temo Pab,
Right
you
there.
are rooted to the ground. If you want to, because you're prone, if you want to get up, you have to make a strength might check.
Okay, let's do that. Ugh. A 12.
You're unable to free yourself from the ground.
But would a boon tilt it, the difference, make the difference? I have that one boon.
No.
Okay.
I don't, wait, let me do the math real quick. What do you need? If you rolled, you can roll a max of 5 better, right? If you reroll that one?
Mhm.
Yeah.
No. Even if you rolled that, you'd still be bound to the ground.
Crap.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
make you waste your... Yeah.
Thanks. I
You can
appreciate that.
still
But no,
attack. It's just hard.
It's still within like range.
Yeah,
He's,
he
like,
hasn't
on the
moved.
ground.
He's still right there.
Yeah. So I like to think when I got rocked, the wall went flying, kind of poofed out. So if I can, I'd like to resummon not the maul actually, but like a gauntlet on the fist
Okay.
that comes out like a ram's head at the end, and from the ground, tied as I am, I do try to swing and go for like a leg.
Because it is a demonic gauntlet, the ram looks like Baphomet. But yeah.
Yeah, and it smashes in, I assume, for 17 to hit with
That's a
7
hit.
total stun points, I believe.
Yep.
You get 7 stunt points?
One because
Yeah.
you can see me, and another one because I'm an envoy that rolled stunts.
Oh, you gave her stunts. Gotcha. Okay.
So that's the worst I could roll it.
It's the worst
I
damage you could
throw
roll.
it out. It punches. It hits for 9 points of damage. Let me just double check
But
something.
you have 7 stunt points, which is
7 stun
a
points.
lot.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you might have a cool warrior only stunt as well.
I
Closer to
do.
She has some pretty sick ass stunts, I'm not gonna lie.
I like to think I do, yeah. Let me just look really quick. What was the first thing? So I can knock prone. I can knock him prone with 1 SP usual. I needed to see what that was. with my expert unarmed style, I go right for just by design, the weakest spot of the leg. That's 1 stunt point to knock him prone unless it costs more, like if he's big or whatever.
He is not big.
Um,
He is big, but he does not have the modifier big.
Okay, gotcha. Yep, so bam, right there, right the side of the knee, coupling the leg. As he falls, let's just throw mighty blow damage on there. Ugh. 2 points, 2 more points. But as he falls, we're gonna go ahead and that was 1, that was 2 for mighty blow, which I reduced down because I favored it to 1. And then 4, no.
And when you mighty blow, doesn't it ablate his armor or something?
So those 2 points are penetrating. That's
Okay.
the benefit. Mm-hmm. And sorry, there's just so many stun points.
Mm-hmm.
Let's lightning attack for 2. So we're now at 5 total.
Okay.
And throw another he falls, I throw another one out. That's
a hit.
15.
That's it.
This time for 12 points of damage as I'm able to land a hit in a more sensitive spot. I assume it is a stone thing. Closer to where the armor's busted, I guess.
Yeah. Well, so you punch him in the leg, and like his leg just kind of breaks, and he like falls sideways, and then you hit him right where Hazar was just like, hit him there, boom, and as you do so, he breaks.
Yeah.
Tumbles to the ground.
Sick.
You're
That
still stuck on the ground, but it's no longer like trying to hold you. It's just you just kind of have to. It's like you got buried at the beach now.
Interesting.
It's,
Okay.
it's more like just kind of undigging yourself now.
So yeah, I do. I just kind of start working myself back up. That was easier than expected, but what the hell was it?
I have no idea. I've never seen anything like that. It's like the Earth attacked us. Maybe it's because we're heading towards Fae territory, or maybe it's whatever happened to the world, it seems.
Was there sensation coming from my gem during that encounter at all, or was it still glowing? Actually, forgot all about that for a second.
It seems to only glow in the presence of other Titan stones, and no, it did not glow. So you don't think there's a Titan stone here?
I'll start like
Gotcha.
poking through its like the rocks to see if there's any weird emblems or markings or special gemstones that
Yeah, give me a check.
got to do with doing.
You can search, you can arcane.
Oh, I'll definitely arcane lore. 16.
Yeah, you find some weird, like, veins running through the rock that you might be able to harvest. Not sure what it would do, but it seems magical in nature. They're like
Some sort of
purplish, sort of, almost rainbowy. Like, what do you call it? That layer of sinew on beef.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it looks like beef sinew, but it's in stone.
I'll kind of turn the rock so I can make it so it's easier to see. And I'll kind of Yimbe. Any idea what this is?
Looks like animal sinew.
Except on a rock. How strange.
Very strange. It's been one of those kinds of days, huh?
Let's hang on to that piece. Maybe Cedric can do a little appraising, like actual appraising.
You have a pick bouncing around in your bag there, do you, Yinbei?
A pick? No, that's not really my thing.
Is it
I'll take
embedded?
it.
No, go ahead. Was it embedded like in a wall in the earth?
What?
Or is it just kind of like...
It's in like the rock, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the rock guy's body.
I see.
Yeah, if you had like a tool or something to smash it
I
out
know.
with.
Here's the tool I use. I put my musket aside for a second, and then I summon the sword. and use it to. I'll start like hacking at it clumsily to try to get some part of the vein free of the rock, so I can actually put it in my bag.
Yeah, your sword's like a weird. It like was a good sword, and then it has these weird pieces like welded onto it now.
Yeah,
it feels.
I guess it's not so much this; it's a lot of.
As you're doing that, like you're like, man, this thing feels kind of flimsy. Like the handle kind of feels loose. It's weird, but yeah, no, it will. I mean, it'll scrape the stone out, yeah.
I'll put
Well, that works.
There are several orcs who would want to hit me over the head for using a sword for this, but I am not a miner.
Hey, there's the guy that was using the sword wrong. Get him! A bunch of orcs just. Oh!
We could hear someone using a sword wrong from over here. We were going to help, but now we're going to kill you. What? Rainbow sinew magic rock? Question mark.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or no, man, actually not yet.
Just call it. I mean, it's not what it is, but it'll help me remember where you got it. Just call it like Earth Elemental Core.
Earth Elemental Core in the descriptor. Gotcha. Bracket, so I know that's just.
What you saying, Temo?
When we're done, poking around with the stone, and I assume we're going back to camp, just back to our spot, and just kind of being on guard, hanging out. I want to pull out the. I say, oh yeah. I don't know if you want this or not, but I pull out the gold trimmed brooch with that gem in it that we stole, that we recovered from the ruins. I mean, and I want to offer it to Harzar. I say, I'm not sure what it does, or if it just looks pretty. Worst case, it'll get you some coin, but I don't know. It kind of gave me a sense it might be more valuable than that. If you're interested,
I'll take the brooch and kind of examine it, see if it's anything unique other than it's a nice brooch.
It seems to have some sort of special property to it, potentially magical.
Oh, I'll spend some time holding it in the cup to my hands, trying to sense the magic that's within it.
Give me an arcane lore check.
Good golly, 20.
You'll look through the facets of the gem, and you can see inscribed magical symbol. You will speak this magic word aloud, and the gem will light up. It'll be pretty bright, like a torch. The symbol means light.
Oh.
No.
Huh.
It's not like a precursor to something. That's what it does. It lights up.
It's like, I'm imagining like, I think I see it. It says full. Ah!
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that moment of what's a flashlight?
The whole campsite is very bright now.
Full, off.
You'll say the word again and it'll turn off. It looks like it's meant to be fixed to a cloak or like a lapel or something. It's not very big. It's like that. It's like a 50-cent piece. I don't know if you know what those look like because you're Canadian, but okay.
I can read a book.
What do you guys have? Loonies and toonies?
Yeah. Your 50-cent piece, I think, is larger than our toonie by a little bit.
You fucking Looney Tune ass motherfucker.
But yeah, I'll actually affix it to my sash.
Nice. Yeah, it's a pink gem, and it's set in like a gold setting.
well, it fits nicely at least. Usefulness aside, it's sort of a good fit for you.
Man, you guys always find the coolest stuff, huh?
Well, travel the realms, see great things, fight terrible monsters. It's a great time.
Yeah, you just gotta get knocked on your ass. Start counting 7 times or more. And then you find the shiny stuff. Or the really shiny stuff.
You'll see Nuzglub over by the corpse of the stone creature doing something in the dirt.
What is he
I
doing?
I get up and I go to him, yeah.
He's just sort of drawing spirals.
Nuz Club. It's an interesting.
He'll look up at you with his strange starry eyes. In the dark, the flecks of light kind of stick out. It's just like looking into the night sky. And the earth stirs.
That's one way to put it. Yeah.
After he says it, the whole ground starts shaking.
Can you sense that before it happens?
Sometimes. But something worse is coming. He'll like look up at the sky.
Like what, more meteors or something?
Death.
Well, that's lovely.
Isn't it just, he'll say. You've become quite the instrument of death yourself. He'll like crawl up on you and like sit on your shoulder.
Well, as long as I'm the one dealing it when I have to, and not the other way around, then death it is.
Yes, your people have no qualms with dealing death. I find it quite beautiful.
Well, I'm sure Cedric might even share that approach. But it's not always death that the Kirchenhof deal in. And, you know, there's a balance to that at some point. Not every fight has to end in blood, right?
He'll look at you, like right in the eyes, and he'll just slowly start to smile. Like, it doesn't have to.
Yeah, Tembo just kind of like sort of unnerved a little bit, even in the face of her own capability in dealing death, and how often she does it. You know, having to grapple that for a second while she's looking in these starry eyes. I say any more positive predictions? Any more any more shining light stones that shine light and rocks that heal? Or did we get what we get already?
He'll look at the stars. I feel that you will find your way. To where?
Oh, I'm certainly.
Well, I guess it's up to you.
Either way, I'm certainly going to need a raise.
He'll raise his eyebrows at that. And he'll like hop down and he'll go back to mulling about in the ruins of the creature.
Yeah, I walk back to the Yinbei and Harzar. Oh, you know what he's up to. Just dark tidings and twisted thoughts like usual.
I wish you wouldn't keep that thing around. Who knows when it'll try to kill us in our sleep.
He's bound by contract. We keep him safe. does not cause us trouble.
And at this point, that seems less like something that motivates him.
He's a strange creature.
Yes, he is. And helpful at times. At other times, less so.
Oh, well. It's not, I guess, something I really need to worry about. I'll try to put it from my mind, as when I think about it, it upsets me very much. he'll just sort of like lean back and close his eyes.
At least he usually stays out of sight.
Oh, do you guys hit the sack?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There's some time for Temo to kind of like realign dents and the steel parts of her armor, or patch a thing here or there. But that's it. Sleepy time.
Excellent. You guys hit the sack. You're able to sleep fully. No issues. Messing with people in their sleep only happens sometimes. I feel like it's done too much in D&D. But yeah, you guys are able to get the full benefits of a rest. I believe Temo needed it.
You're full HP now.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you wake up early. Sun barely coming up. You can't even really see it because it's hiding behind all these newly formed mountains. And you'll see somebody standing up on one of the ledges looking away from you.
Not the only explorers out here this morning, looks like. And I say, kind of like, nudging their direction.
He doesn't seem to see you.
Does their silhouette betray that they're wearing armor or just like a traveling cloak or anything like that?
They're wearing cloth clothing, it looks like. You can see it billow, even with the low light.
Hello there!
You'll see him, like, throw his arms up and, like, fall down the hill a bit and, like, catch himself. He'll look around, and then he'll look down at you guys.
Yeah.
He'll come down the hill to, like, the top of the ledge where he can, like, see you and talk to you better. Oh, you gave me quite the scare. I didn't expect to see anyone out here.
What is this person?
You see a young, human man, looks to be from the region, wearing very sort of loose-fitting, comfortable-looking, but kind of fancy clothes. And he has an interesting hat that's like a folded. It's like if you made a plate, like a big plate out of wicker, and then folded it a little bit, and like it's open in both fronts, and like it's like tied down around his head. He has a. You see the hilt of some sort of small weapon, like on his the middle of his back, kind of sticking out the side, and he's wearing a backpack, and he has like a belt with a lot of pouches, and yeah, that's what you see.
Sorry, I figured it'd be better to call out to you at distance than just tap you on the shoulder. But given the rough ground, I can see why I nearly gave you quite a tumble. I am Harjar Steelflame, envoy of the Nagami tribe. This is my bodyguard and companion, Temo Pab, and this is our guide, Yunbei.
He'll look at all three of you in turn. Yes. Good. Okay. Don't seem like murderers. That's very nice. I am Ma Min Jun.
What brings you out into this part of the sundered land, as it were?
Exactly that. The sundered land itself. You see, I am a cartographer, and I'm here trying to map out the new mountains to be the first to do so. What a rare opportunity indeed. The biggest one I find, I shall name it Minjun Mountain. Alas, I'm still searching.
Well, do be careful. We just had a bit of a run-in the other day with some sort of magical rock creature that assailed us as we were making camp. Have you run into any strange creatures yourself?
Magical rocks? No, of course not. That's silly. What?
That's silly, says the man standing on a ground that was not 10 feet up or 10 feet down from its current position.
Ah, yes, but I perceived it thus. I have not seen any sort of magical rock creatures. I believe my eyes, which is why I'm such a great cartographer.
You can see its magical remains for yourself, though it is unmoving. I suppose that won't be much proof to you. I will merely suggest to you, sir, to move and travel with caution. The land is a strange place. Stranger still place than it was before, even with the plague now cured.
Yeah, it is. It feels safer, but perhaps you're right.
I genuinely am, yes.
You guys did sneak right up on me.
Sneak up on you? I shouted at you from across the ravine. I couldn't have been less sneaky if I had shone a light at you.
He'll shrug. Well, it was nice meeting you. Perhaps we'll run into each other again.
One can certainly hope so. Although I do have a question for you. We are looking for a certain glade that is some distance. I just wanted to verify with you, one, if you had seen it, and two, if you had, if its position had shifted.
Oh, the glade, yes. Yes, up ahead. Not but half a day's travel. It seems to have been somewhat disturbed during the upheaval, but it is still there. It matches up more or less with the old maps.
Oh. Thank you kindly. And good luck with your journey then.
Good luck to you! And he'll start whistling a song that you do not know. And he'll soldier off into the mountains.
Are all cartographers this strange in Bay? I'll go for it.
No, they're usually pretty timid and quiet people that you find hiding in cabins on boats. There hasn't been much call to draw the lands for a while. But yeah, he'll disappear and you will continue on your way, I believe.
Yeah.
Cool. You'll travel the way that, I mean, he did help you with some directions. You didn't shoot him in the back, so, you know, he gave you a little bit of information. I never know what people are going to do, man. You never know.
I know exactly what you mean.
It's terrifying.
They'll be friendly to this NPC. They murdered him. Why did you murder him? He had stuff. But other people have stuff too. Why'd you kill him?
To be fair, either way, you would have known the way to go, because he has a map.
That's true.
So, yeah.
You know, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Fine, he's a dragon in disguise. He eats you all. Make you characters. Stop killing my NPCs.
It'd be pretty funny. But yeah, so you continue your way. The lands are still same craggy, crazy lands. You'll come across a river that is now split into 3 pieces, kind of thing. It's like part of the river's up here, and then part of it's down here, and then there's another part up here, and so it's like a series of waterfalls now. And traveling across it is difficult, but there is sort of a path through the stone that you could travel. It doesn't look the most stable. It probably won't be here very long, but since it's fresh, the ground hasn't had a chance to settle yet.
Is the water terribly deep currently in the river?
I mean, it's deep enough, and it's much more fast moving now because of the addition of the waterfalls. It's much more turbulent,
Right.
and it looks like a really big earthen aqueduct that goes all the way to the ground. That's what it looks like. It looks like a 3-tiered waterfall aqueduct. It looks really weird. It sticks out.
Before we cross, I'll produce the sword, and then I'll store my musket away to keep the powder dry and stuff, and I'll just carry the sword during the crossing.
We need to get that thing a scabbard.
Are you going to go across the water, or are you going to go through the earthen crack?
I'll go the path, the obvious path that's there.
Okay. So you guys will just kind of go through the side of the aqueduct where there's a space. It's not terribly difficult. It's a little bit of a squeeze in places, but you make it through. And up ahead, you can see the glade. It is elevated from its previous position. You have never seen it before, but it was not described to you as this. But you can see the telltale fresh earth on the sides. And it looks like there's some broken rocks that lead up to it. A shattered path. And there's a bit of a wooded area before you get to it, and you can see some movement in the trees.
Once we're a fair distance, like a few meters away from the water, I'll swap the sword out for the musket, and I'll start carrying the musket again.
Yeah, you're kind of high up, and you need to go down a bit into like a valley that has a bunch of trees. Some of them are upended, which is a common sight these days, but you'll see movement in this valley forest that leads to the glade, which has been elevated out of the forest. Just so you're picturing
as we're going along, I'm literally like smelling the air. Is there the smell of like I'm watching out. I'm basically trying to be on guard for an ambush. Is there a smell of like body odor on the wind, or I don't know, animal like?
Give me a sniffy sniff.
I rolled a 12, which isn't great, but I got 2 stump points and a boon.
A 12's not very good.
Mm-mm.
Would you like to add plus or reroll one of those 2s or something?
Let's reroll. Let's do it. All right, that's it. That's +2 for a 14 total, or yeah. With 4 stump points instead of 2.
Something's on the wind. The wind will hit your face. You'll smell some sort of... You smell body odor. Yeah.
And you have 5 because you can see me.
That's right.
But that's all you smell. You smell body odor. Just unwashed flesh somewhere upwind.
Okay. All right. And I kind of say low enough, hopefully, for just the 3 of us to hear. Watch for ambush. I think we're being followed. Yeah. As far as stump points go, I will just do wariness. I'll be on wary. I'll just put my wariness on a +3. So, I guess, yeah, it says you remain alert for the possible consequences of your action. I'm not sure if it would quite work, but you gain a +1 bonus per stump points spent.
Okay.
So I think I'll just do that. 3 to me and then 2 for Harzar. That's kind of like
Give him 2 assist die for me.
2 assist die. Sorry, I didn't clarify that. Yeah, the assist bonus is a different stunt, and so I'll do 2 for Harzar. Gives it to an ally.
Okay. You'll continue on down into the forest, or do you stop?
No, might as well just carry on. Actually, clarification. When you said the glade is raised, is it like by like 10 feet or like 100 feet? Like how big a difference?
It breaks the tree line at least by like 40 feet.
Okay. Actually, before we walk too much closer, I'll kind of slow down and go, The tricky bit here is getting up there. There may be... I'll be able to climb it up just fine because of my tattoos. But we'll have to find some sort of rock face that we can climb. Or hope that path has been carved up on the way up. And it's too tall for me to drape rope down, really, and I'm not strong enough to carry either of you up there. As I look between both Yinbei and Temo, who are both bigger than I am. Like, I may be an Orcish Drac, but I am not a big Orcish Drac. That's not terrible. I have 2 Constitution. I'm not super strong. No, 1 straight.
If you find a spot that looks clear enough, I mean, we could just see how just finally look for a wall face that looks good enough. I could certainly try climb up it, and Yinbei could. I could probably carry Yinbei up. How heavy are you? How he looks too heavy? If you were to like piggyback or something, I could just.
He's not very light, but he's not the biggest Drac either. But he is definitely bigger than Hazar.
I just gotta look at him for a minute, and I say, maybe Hazar, you can take his pack.
He'll shake his head. I can handle climbing myself.
Oh, well, there we go.
No problem then. Cool. Yeah, I was gonna pull my shield out, but I'll wait till after we climb.
So you're gonna descend. So you descend into the forest.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to get to there first. Yeah.
Once you enter the tree line, the smell gets a little stronger. You smell the BO a little bit more, and you can hear movement up ahead. It seems like it's heading kind of in your direction, but not straight at you.
Does it sound big, the movement?
It sounds... There's a lot of movement noise. It sounds like more than one thing. It doesn't sound like one large creature or anything. It sounds like you hear a lot of rustling. You hear, like, feet stomping. And you start to hear voices after not too long. And they're, like, getting closer.
I'll kind of hold up a hand and I'll start slowing down and crouching down a little bit and stop until eventually I stop to a knee. I just kind of stay there for a bit, looking around and listening.
I stop with him. On guard. I have my shield on, and I actually have summoned a javelin on my other hand.
You guys will sit and wait, and eventually into focus will come. You'll see a few orcs, and then you'll see some humans mixed in. All of them are wearing sort of furs and that kind of thing. Looks like a tribe of some kind.
Oh. I'll stand upright at this point. And then I'm holding, I kind of hold the musket sort of like this, like a staff more like, so I just set it there, so I'm not like ready to fight, I'm just holding it.
You see that they are pulling something, it looks like a humanoid, small, not very big, in chains.
Oh, not again. Hello and greetings. I am Harzar Steelflame.
They'll stop and they'll look, and they'll yell at you at orc. What are you doing here?
In orc. I'm an envoy of the Nagami tribe, Harzar Steelflame. I come seeking to speak with the Fae in this land, to understand the magics in the air.
A large orc will step forward, and he'll look back at the prisoner they have. You'll notice it looks to be some sort of fey creature. A beautiful humanoid female, not very large, but you could tell that she's not a human. Maybe an elf, maybe something else. Get your own.
Right. Do you know how best to get to the glade with the new changes?
He'll point. Simply climb up the rocks. He'll point at, like, there's like a trail of rocks kind of leading up there.
That prisoner, that thrall of yours, may I perhaps convince you to trade them?
You have nothing we want. We want her. She is our creature.
What is it you desire?
Her blood will bless our tribe, and her flesh will nourish our people.
Are you so poor at hunting you're unable to get flesh in other ways?
We are good at hunting. See? And he'll tug the chain really hard, and she'll hit her knees on the ground as she falls a little bit.
So you caught an elf, or some such, but not a boar or pig, nor fowl, nor fish?
Much harder to catch.
Yes, requires skill, I hear.
No, much harder to catch. He'll nod at, like, the creature in the chains. Much better hunt. Much better meal. Great blessings upon our tribe. We merely listen to the omens, and he'll, like, show, like, the earth is shattered. Blood of the weird kind must be spilt.
Would you invoke the wrath of the Fae over mere spilling of blood?
Their wrath is upon us. And he'll just gesture around. I mean, it's pretty convincing. It's like, and his tribe will, like, oh yeah.
Oh, so you're a shaman with great knowledge of the magic of the land. Surely you must know what has caused all this.
Yes.
I mean, you wouldn't be such a fool as to just blindly follow whatever superstition comes to mind. You are far wiser than that, correct?
Communication check.
And I'll note that I'm not so much trying to convince him, I'm trying to convince everyone else around him that, like, no, I'm right, he's wrong. Good golly, 20.
What do you mean? Is it not what is foretold? 20's pretty fucking high.
Yeah. I am going to... you know what? I'm going to spend 4 towards Sway. I'm going to try to sway him to be more friendly. Like, I am criticizing him, but I'm trying... It's a criticism of... I'm trying to help. Please listen to me. For you see, in my legendary journey, along with Temopab and Yinbei here, we came to cure the land of its plague and slay a demon, or at least prevent its coming into the world. In that, a great battle ensued, and after that, the land changed drastically. The problem is, even we, in all legendary might, even with a sorcerer in a tower, remain ignorant. And rather than presume we know what is going on, we seek out those who are connected to the land and ancient secrets. So, if the Fae are responsible, then I'll demand of them, on behalf of all of us, your tribe, my tribe, the Yashane, for answers. If they're responsible, they'll be held accountable. If they are not, then they are sure to help us if I but ask them. But I think it would help greatly if I came to them with a gift.
He's gonna walk over and pick up the woman by the chains. And he'll look at her. It is not the way, he'll say, kind of questioningly.
I am an envoy charged with great tasks and speaking with peoples from across the world. Believe me, the way of the word can get much done. And if I fail, spears and gunpowder will solve the problem at the end anyway.
Inbei's gonna whisper to Temo, what are they saying?
Yeah.
Temo shrugs. I just shrug at him. I don't think I know Orcish.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Yeah, me neither.
Because I've at most you heard your names.
But yeah. He'll he'll like look at the rest of his tribe, and they're all kind of like they're convinced, you know, they're like, oh, this is one of the wise men, you know, like the tribal people, you know, they recognize wisdom. You sound wise. And he'll set her down. And he'll hand you the end of the chain. Speak well of our tribe to the weird kind.
What is the name of your tribe, good mighty warrior?
Oh man, I don't have a name for their tribe.
I will sing of them to the weird ones, and indeed to my chief in the Valley of the Star.
I didn't think this would have it.
I'm an envoy. I want to know who.
I thought you guys were just gonna fight, man. All right, I come up with a. All right. Thought you were gonna be mad about the chain slavery thing, and.
I mean, I am. I'm not telling them that. Although, sadly, somewhat depressingly, my character's like, you got a thrall. I get it. I don't like it, but I get what you're doing. Well, sacrifice him. That doesn't usually work. I get why you think that works, but I'm not gonna. Nah.
He'll simply like point to his face. There's a big red hand on his face, sort of like Saruman. Like, we are the tribe of the Red Hand. I mean, that's a translation.
Yeah. The Nagami will know the tribe of the Red Hand, and so shall these weird ones. I start to do like a Greystone-ish like bow, and then I realize, wait, I'm talking to an Orcish tribe. I just kind of thud my weapon into the ground and nod.
They'll all thud their weapons into the ground and nod. And then they start making camp right there.
I'll look
I lean to. I say really quick. I lean to Yinbei and I say, "Guess it went well." Shrug.
In common, I'll look to the Fae and go, "Do you speak the common tongue, perhaps?"
She'll nod.
Oh, thank goodness. Just follow me for a bit, and we'll deal with. I'll jiggle the chain. We'll deal with this in a moment, but we need to get to a bit of distance.
She looks warily at the Red Hand, and she'll nod. You guys will head off. They're making camp. You see, they're already like starting to do. They're forming a circle. It seems to do some sort of chant. And as you leave, you can hear them start to chant.
The chance of a tribe circle. Wish I could join them, but other means. Oh, sorry. Can any of you pick a? I don't know how to open this. I'll hold out the chain to.
There's no lock. It's just like tied up.
Oh, hold on. Just stay still for a moment, and I get it undone. Offer.
It was like bound together with like wire or something. Yeah, she's free, and she'll like rub her sore arms and shoulders. You can see like bruising and like redness and blood from the chains. She was wrapped up really heavily. Like they covered her.
My sincerest apologies. Although I'm not of the tribe of the Red Hand, I am still wishing no harm nor foul deed done to those of the Fae. The Nagami tribe owe much to the Fae and their people.
She'll look at you and she'll nod, and she'll jump into a tree.
And she's gone.
You can you can see her go through other trees off in the distance, but she leaves.
Well, at least if she tells anybody, then it'll probably be something good.
Before you, you're on the other side of the valley now. It's not a huge valley or anything. It took you a little bit to get through, but you break the tree line, and now you're beneath where the ground is broken. You can see large stones rising in sort of a staircase up to this thing. They are, now that you're here, free floating.
Oh, they're magically imbued.
Interesting.
You'll notice that the rocks in the area and debris is just sort of hanging in the air around there too.
Well, there's your path to climb, though I would caution you to not trust every step. The Fae can find things funny in ways that can be somewhat violent. Though they unlikely are to kill you. They would more to see you sprain something than actually slay you.
Go ahead and give me athletics checks. Let's see how you do here.
I just walk along the wall.
There are breaks. Well, you can walk up the side of the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna.
I'm just following them, so that way if they start falling, I can start running after them.
Yeah.
Because
these rocks that they're climbing are free floating.
Yeah.
I do have climbing as a skill, but I threw athletics and got a 10.
That's a bad roll.
Yes, it is.
You
almost as worst as I could do.
You jump and sort of fail to grab anything. Yinbei will look at you like, I thought you were gonna carry me, and he's gonna hop up. Let's see if he does any better. He does, because how could he not? Not much better though. He didn't do that.
It was a fade trick.
He also rolled 2 1s, but he got a 6. So it's a little better. I mean, he manages to jump. It seems like you're a little bit lighter. He sort of, you see him kind of jump really high, and he's like, whoa. And he makes it up to the side of one of the rocks. I think you just have to let it take you. And he'll, like, climb the rest of the way up on top of this rock.
Yeah, I try again, and I try to take that in mind. Maybe just kind of try to worry about the jump too much, try to let go a little bit. And jump.
There you go.
17 on a roll.
You managed to make it on your second attempt.
I think I'm seeing what you're saying. The
first jump's the lowest stakes jump, so it's okay to fuck it up, but yeah.
Like, oh no, I'm falling.
Great.
Dunk, you fell 5 feet. You're okay.
My leg.
Yeah.
Now you're on a free-floating rock. There's another one, not that far away. I'll say you even make it to that one. You're able to jump these rocks until you get to like a final one that's rather large. And this one seems like you could jump from it to the platform that Hazar is walking on right now.
It would look like there's any like grab, like if I were to miss the jump, does it look like I could grab the side okay? Or
you might be able to grab the side of the cliff, but it's a long way down.
Yeah.
Like
we're gonna do the jump.
It's like 40 feet.
I'll wait though. I'll be second or last.
You want Yinbei to jump first?
Yes. Yeah. Yinbei jump first, and then
I'll stand near the edge on the other side for them in case one of them falls. I can try to reach up and grab them.
Yinbei's like, fine, and he'll get a running start. Ha! And he leaps across, and he lands pretty close to the edge, and he's like, whoa.
Oh,
okay, I'm good.
Grab it.
Okay, good.
Come on, Temo.
I got an 18 on my second roll.
Temo.
I figured it out.
Thunk, thunk, thunk. Whoa! You just sail through the air. Thunk! You land with a heavy thud.
I'm imagining
That
I
wasn't so
almost
bad.
catch Yimbe and be like, helped you. Then Temo, oh god, dodge. Like, do not want to catch this. What, you weigh more than I do? No.
You're standing on a broken path made of very smooth rocks. Looks like they might have been stones from the river. They're so perfectly smooth. And they form a path leading into not overly large, but pretty thick ring of trees. From within, you can see a bluish glow. And you see what look like sort of... I don't want you to read too much into this because it's just kind of what it looks like. It looks like a big old, like, broken sarcophagus kind of thing. Like, it's a big stone coffer. It's not a it's not, don't worry, it's not. But it's just a big coffin emitting, like, blue light. Like a dim glow.
So it's a coffin's what you're saying, and there's gonna be a fayish mummy coming out.
It's a coffin. It's a fake mummy, yeah. I only got 3 tricks, guys. All right, chimeras, mummies, and I don't know what my third one is. Demons?
Grotesque bodies.
I do grotesque bodies a lot. That's true.
I stride confidently toward it.
As you get there, you notice a grotesque body. No, I'm just... yeah, you guys will stride up into... You enter the ring. There's stone all around. They're all natural stones. None of them are work stones, but they are placed very carefully, so it looks like a pretty... It looks like they were purpose cut, but they definitely are naturally occurring. It's kind of beautiful in its way. The giant stone coffer, it's a little bit cracked. It has a lot of pictures carved into it. Crude, old pictures, hard to really make out what they are. Some runes that you don't recognize. And then there's a blue light just kind of coming out of the crack. Like a dim blue light.
I'll kind of reach out a hand to touch against the surface.
You'll touch it. It's cold. Cold stone. Definitely magical, though.
Spirits of the Feywild, I call out to you. Is anyone here?
Nothing.
I'll try to channel energy into the rock through my hand.
Give me an arcane check.
16.
You start to do a bit of an energy transfer. The runes start to glow a bit on this stone tablet. A man stands facing away from you, wearing a rich cloak, with his back to you on the other side of the coffer.
Excuse me? Hello? I don't know if I'm doing this right.
He'll slowly turn his head to look at you. And that's what we're going to call it.
I was gonna shoot him, but alright. No.
Yeah, that was fun. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you are enjoying this new direction for the campaign. I was pretty happy when I decided to do this. But yeah, so this has been Fantasy Age 2nd Edition for Green Ronin Publishing. Check out greenroninstore.com. Use code FRESHOUTTHEBOX. We get money. You get a discount. It's cool. I've been the Board Game Guru, Game Master Extraordinaire, Jahananan.
I've been AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. You can follow me at ElectricMetCHSR or here on follow me at ElectricMetCHSR on Twitter. You can also follow me on here on Twitch as Corbinian, as I do various games like Fantasy Age, Star Trek Adventures, and Fabula Ultima, and some other random streams that happen here. If you wonder what happens, you'll have to follow me. Sorry.
And it's been me, Erin Baumier. I'm a game designer with Adventure Sling Productions. And on that note, really exciting. We are moving Newavart into the phase of layout and sort of graphical element of the rulebook. So it's getting there. It's moving along pretty nicely. Really exciting. Besides that, though, we are also at Adventure Slang Productions. We are also hosting the Adventure Slang podcast. We actually have a new episode dropping tomorrow. So stay peeled. It's with our artist, actually, one of our artists, Alex Sturdy. It'll be cool. Yeah, definitely check it out. Otherwise, yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out and watching. Check out adventureslang.com, by the way, if you want to know where that stuff's at, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks everyone for watching. Stay fresh.